risk or, but it doesn't let them. Shout out to Paul McCartney for using that challenge.
Yep.
They knew that I decided that I don't want to work there anymore, and they're like, we're gonna be super nice today. Graciously nice. He's a Patriots fan. He's like, you're my favorite. She doesn't work against the fucking the dude that hired me was like, have you been studying that menu test? You didn't take it. That way you can make more money. It's like, yeah. It's not big enough for me to care. So if it comes to the point where I have to just walk away, seconds to be like, yeah, all right.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game is an NFC South divisional matchup featuring two good running backs. One a bruiser, the other
Oh my God.
It's Mark Ingram going up against Devontae Freeman. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he goes
Let's
nowhere.
go.
He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Newton now on second down. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
A give to the fullback on the dive. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely the number 1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Oh, this is that wheel play. This is that wheel.
Here's Newton. The intended receiver is Corey Brown.
You see, about that, I'm pretty sure my 10-year-old brother could have caught that, but, you know, alright.
Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
How am I going to give up a third down today? Let's find out.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, the advantage is certainly shifted to the defense as they begin that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Where is it? There it is.
Weren't daunted at all and picked it up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Yeah, the Browns are just terrible this year. I can't believe they are just so bad.
Second down, Freeman. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The Ravens aren't much better, though.
It's going to lead him to third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Back to throw, Newton. Gets it to Benson.
Damn it.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's
Why does this keep happening to me? I keep giving up drives where I keep playing pretty good defense, but I always give it up on third down.
Intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, like, I just cannot get off the field.
How they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
He's got a man. It's his
Wow, that was a good call. I'll give him that. He scored on a pretty good call.
touchdown, Carolina. Mike Tolbert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, he missed the extra point, so that's all right. Everyone does suck at kicking.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They send Green to the left on his own. Now a play fake here on first down.
No! No! Why?
A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh my God, why?
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
So many things happened on that play that just did not go my way.
And then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
He didn't get hurt, it was a face mask. Yeah.
Coming left, it's Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Freeman again.
Come on, man.
But then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. Newton on third down.
Let's go.
Down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down.
Yep.
So on trots the field goal unit, and
This man must be on one. He just missed an extra point, and he's going to try to kick a field goal from the 43. I was about to say, this man's on one.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
What are the odds that this ball hits my player in the helmet and he recovers the muff?
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking it about the 16. Not good at all. Hunt of just 24 yards there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Yeah, well, I'm playing a league game, so it's the first quarter. You can watch my stream if you want to watch it.
Here's the first carry for Matt Jones. He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way.
God damn it, Matt. Matt Jones has not been good since he came back. He's getting on my goddamn nerves a little bit.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going.
A league game?
Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I'm not going to win this game. It just has that feeling.
They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Yeah, I'll get on there.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Lynch. Over the middle, it's time.
There you go. There you go, Paxton.
After a good gain.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're receiving...
Yeah, and then Poe gets off immediately after one.
Just on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch.
Fam, come on. Hold on to that. Jesus Christ.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. Looking deep downfield.
Come on. Jesus Christ. I need you to make a damn play today.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Lynch to throw. And able to find
Jimmy, go Graham.
16, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football.
I cannot get the running game today.
We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
That's not Grayson Allen.
On the tackle that time. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well.
Damn it. Come on. Cut up the other way.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On 3rd down, here's Here's Jones. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This is Ingram.
Oh, God, I saw Luke Kuechly coming in there.
He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback.
Oh, my God, why?
Yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Paxton Lynch on third. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, got to settle for a field goal.
To drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And the Panthers coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going.
My kicker's not black.
As they head to the field now, with the game...
My kicker's name is Will Lutz.
You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to...
Oh, that was Morstead on the kickoff, though.
And affect their play.
But my kicker is Will Lutz. For some reason it has Thomas Morstead doing my kickoffs.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. The drive will start with a carry by
Devontae. Ooh, goddamn, who was that? I forget who number 90 is. Is that Quentin Coples? Goddamn.
Fire up the defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Time to step aside. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Here's Newton now on second down.
There you go.
Hit as he releases it.
Who's that, Craig Mager? Good job.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Throwing on third down, Newton.
Let's go.
Intercepted, picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Come on.
Fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 5. And with the play clock at 5. We're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll pitch it out to Jones. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
I like the call.
Wait, are you talking about, what's his name? Lukeman or whatever? Lukeman? Whatever his name was. There was some form.
That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut.
I'm kind of glad it wasn't because now I can give it to Matt Jones.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're
got to give him that college number, fam.
As we head toward halftime.
I mean, I won MVP with him last year. I won MVP with him last year, and he has a 95 speed now, so that's how much XP I had. What? What were you done about? I'll always run the ball off Terran Armstead. Let's go.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Morstead out now.
Did Bryce win the game?
Touchdown to kick.
The Jets.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field here come the Panthers.
Yeah.
From this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
Oh, whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout.
That's what happens when you're a little bit elevated. You make poor decisions.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And
it's 30. Yeah, Matt. Do you know Steven?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. A final shot before the break. Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's brought down after a good gain. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about.
Come on, Jimmy.
It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds.
My receivers always sit goddamn still the whole time.
Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, we're used to a bit more scoring. This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This man just said Hamlin.
Helps lead to a first down game.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on third and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. It's a pickup of 14 there.
Nikolai.
And it'll be first down, Saints.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And left side here, it's Graham. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Saints are going to get a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming. So they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for third down.
Yeah.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Lynch. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Lynch. This will be caught at about the 6. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Time running out here on the play clock. And now he'll tack it and run. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. This time Lynch will throw. Surveying the field. And he'll score.
No! Oh my God! Every time!
Lynch, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Why does this happen to me every time? This happens to me every goddamn time.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And he'll be brought down at the 23.
Oh my God, he's got a dislocated hip. Oh my God. I hate this game. Yep.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Newton.
Oh, my God. This is ridiculous.
It brings up third.
This is ridiculous.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
To throw is Newton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Christian Jones the one who picked it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it?
Well, good luck. We've got good old Georgia Bulldog Aaron Murray on the field. And just awesome.
You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really getting.
He's going to go. Mac Jones. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
That's how we do it here in New Orleans.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
God, I've got to pick up another quarterback. Jesus Christ. Because I cut Cody Kessler. I gave up on that project. I traded a second-round pick for him, too. But I got Ian Wells, and he's actually a pretty good cornerback. Well, here comes the how many times can I hand the ball off, even though I got A.J. Green to try to improve my passing game. It doesn't matter because I haven't had a quarterback who can throw it.
Any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that
I scoop and scored on the kickoff.
Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack.
Oh, God.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
Oh, there you go. Good goddamn defense, Dellenberg. Jesus.
Jarring the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line That's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Newton again.
Oh my God, I would have rather have lost this game than lost to my quarterback. God, I've had an injury like every other goddamn week. It's so fucking ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. This has been the most injury-filled season I've ever had. I've literally had 5 quarterbacks like play significant time for me this year. Do you know how ridiculous that is to know I'm going to have a 6th, which is now probably Aaron Murray, because he actually has really good stats. He just has no awareness and doesn't really have a big arm.
He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Taking on the midfield logo.
All I know is if Nick can win a goddamn or make it to the goddamn NFC Championship playing with Zach Sudfeld, I shouldn't have the worst time with Aaron Murray. I shouldn't have the worst time. But, you know, that is, then again, this is me we're talking about, so I probably will have the worst time.
When we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big time, John?
But I am just going to run the ball with Matt Jones pretty much every single play of the seaseason. I really wanted to be able to pass more this season, but I just haven't had a quarterback. Because A.J. Green's like top 10 receiving yards. Like, I do have big plays in the past, but don't have a consistent quarterback. 26. Don't be disrespectful.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Oh, that thing's so dead.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
What's funny is that Matt Jones is just straight cheese. 95 speed should not be allowed. Actually, you know what? I just want to see absolutely how ignorant I can be.
Maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry.
You didn't pick up a block. You picked up the wrong goddamn block.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. No gain on the
I don't like the way the camera shifts whenever I'm doing the Wildcat, because I can't see the hole if I'm watching the other player, but, you know.
Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever
I need it to still be before the trade deadline so I can get another quarterback.
For a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Well, at least my defense showed up for once today. My offense was pretty much one-dimensional as usual.
That's what they're looking for here. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. Only a yard of the pickup.
There you go, Sheldon.
Bring up a 3rd down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Come on now. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this, Cam Newton.
Quentin Dunbar, let's go. Quentin Dunbar's having a goddamn hell of a season. I moved him back to receiver to see what his ratings would be, since I wonder what it'd be like if I moved him back to his original position, and he is not a good receiver. He's like a 59 overall.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Cornerback.
A give to Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a pick
Plays for the Redskins.
It'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it with Jones.
Oh, man, I keep getting these almost breaks.
But it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate.
I'm sure it does. You get a better feel on how to play the ball. Yeah.
On third down. Third down and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Well, Aaron Murray did get a completion on the day for 2 yards. I just tried to get the first down.
And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart.
Oh,
I think they
another
did exactly
quarterback.
that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Carolina getting set to take the field.
I wonder how long a dislocated hip is. I hope it isn't longer than like 3 weeks or something.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield.
Yeah, I'm probably out for the season. You're right.
And they'll give it to him here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It's a pickup of 21. And
Iron Man?
the Panthers are going to get a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Newton on first down. And look at this.
Oh, well, he threw a pick to Stephon. That means I'm going to have to show my settings at the end of it so no one thinks I'm cheating.
They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. On second down, it's Jones. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
Oh, come on.
Timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the
Call on a timeout, really.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
Well, that's another QB that has bitten the dust. Y'all trying to play some 2K? DJ, are you going to sleep, buddy?